Hi. Well, here it is. I promised you a book about finding the right diet for you. So today I'm probably going to be part one, part two. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I just want to talk to you a little bit about how to find the right diet for you and why diets fail. I know the fail word. It's really not allowed in my house because as long as you try, you never fail. But you know how we've all been with diets and they have books out and we run to the store and like, this is gonna work for us. I just know it. This is the diet for me. And then you try it and then you do it for a couple weeks, or maybe longer, and you're gun ho, and then you just fall off the wagon. And then you ask yourself, why, why can't I do it? What's wrong with me? What's the deal? I don't understand. So today I'm going to tell you why it's failed for you. In my book, Finding the Right Diet for You, I've researched many diets. Trust me, I've tried many diets. I've failed at many diets. I've been discouraged about many diets. I've done diets for specific occasions, weddings, whatever the case was, birthday party. I'm going to lose 5 pounds before, Aunt Matilda sees my, bottom and goes, ooh, Patsy, too much of pasta for you. But, that's another story. But so I just thought to myself one day, this is ridiculous. I'm not a failure. What's wrong with me? So I wrote this book to kind of help you understand what kind of a person you are, what motivates you. So just grab a little pillow around here, everybody. All my subscribers, grab a pillow, sit down. I'm going to read you just a little excerpts here and there from the book. And the reason is I don't have a teleprompter where I can teleprompt it to you, so you won't even know that I'm reading. But anyway, for instance, we've seen diets that are low fat, low carbs, high protein, low protein, vegetables, cabbage soup, cabbage soup in more ways than one. But anyway, there's all kinds of diets out there and all kinds of things. Some, if you like it and it works for you, great. If it doesn't, well, guess what? It's not going to work for you long term. You see, dieting is not dieting. It's a long-term achievement. It's long-term goals for you to benefit you always, not just for, the wedding shower, the baby shower, and then you just fall off the wagon. This is like a diet program for you to live your life. So you ask yourself, what motivates you? What kind of a person are you? Because determining what kind of a person you are on the inside, not outside, and it's not about beauty, but what motivates you on the inside is the kind of person that you are, which is the kind of diet that you should be on. And the beginning of this, which I said is the most important part of your journey to losing weight, is the meeting. And the meeting is meeting yourself. Like, hey, how you doing? You're looking pretty good today. What's going on? Introduce yourself to yourself. That sounds stupid, I know, but it's true. You need to go inside and find out what kind of a person you are. Are you motivated person? Are you a lazy person? Are you a busy person? Are you the type of person who actually makes time for yourself? This is important because some diets require you for journals and actually take the time to do something for yourself in regards to your diet program. Are you an organized person? Do you lack responsibility? Do you have an illness? I mean, sometimes that is a very important factor about maintaining any food intake of any kind. I mean, if you have an illness, if you're diabetic, there's still programs and diets, eating eating programs, I should say. I don't like diet, but eating programs that you can go on to help maintain your condition. Are you a depressed person? Do you have stress? Well, you know, a lot of us have stress. Depression is another thing, which is in another chapter in here, which is totally other ball game. And you might eat out of depression. Maybe you just pick, you know, and you're that kind of a person. You just have to get to know that part of about you. Are you organized? Are you unorganized? And the one that hurts, do you exercise? I don't mean exercise like, cleaning house, because then I'd be like this with you. Hey, because I clean house. I mean somebody that actually goes to the gym and actually works out. If you do, that's great. I bought many gym memberships in my life, and I haven't done much of anything there. You know, I just, my husband went out one day and he said, what do you want to do today? And I said, I want to go and buy some exercise equipment for the basement. And the husband that I have, he goes, sure, let's go. So we run to Montgomery Ward's, if you remember that, and we buy a treadmill, a stepper. What else did I buy? I bought a ballet bar. I got mirrors. I had a bicycle. I mean, I even had one of those little discs that you stand on, and you do this until your back goes out. I had the whole thing, and I thought, this is great, down in the basement. I had 2 little kids then, so I'm like, first day it was good, second day it was good, and then it became a great place to hang my clothes on to dry, because I never really wanted to go downstairs and do it. So I mean, to me, exercising in the home that I already worked my butt off in was not good for me. So I, of course, didn't do any of it, and my husband laughed at me, but anyway, that's just the kind of a person I am. But it is good for you, and we do walk. We take walks in the park, and we love that. I'm not a real treadmill person, although if I had that treadmill that I saw advertised once in this magazine, where it had all the screens around it, have you seen that? I mean, it was like all these, big screens going all the way around you, and you just kind of walk in the middle, and strange people were going by, hey, how you doing today? And you'd go, I'm good, and then somebody over here would be barking their dogs would be barking, and they go, oh, I'm sorry about that, didn't mean to scare you, random people. But it was like about $60,000 or $100,000, and it just, I didn't have the budget for it then, so I didn't get it, but that would be cool. I mean, I could probably go downstairs and do that, but I'm not a big one to, I have to be outside walking with somebody, talking, having a good time, having a glass of wine. Well, no, I don't do that. But I'm not that kind of a person. But, if you are, that's great, And then the other thing that plays a big factor, of course, in any weight loss problem is your age. I mean, if you're a teenager, or you're 20, 30, 50, 60, 70-ish, it makes a big difference. Your weight gets distributed in various places, and some you wish weren't there, but sometimes you can't help it. But it becomes, a problem. It becomes a lifestyle pattern, and some things you just have to accept. You don't have the svelte body that you had in high school, and you should never, ever pull out a picture and say, oh, I need to be this weight again. Why can't I be? And when you were that weight, you probably said, God, was I a fat cow then? Holy, I know I did. I pulled out one of my pictures one day, and I was like so skinny. But I remember back then thinking I was so big. So it's all like, it's all up here. But anyway, it's important to know your age, where you're at in life, what you like, and what you like to eat and is very important, because any diet that you go on that's just, cuts you back on certain things, you can do it for a while. I remember I went on the Atkins diet, and the Atkins diet's a very good diet. Don't get me wrong. Lots of success stories on the Atkins diet. So I was on it. I was on the wagon, man. I was moving down the Atkins lane. And I went out with my husband. I had been on it like probably for a week and a half, and I was out with my husband one night for dinner. And we went to Olive Garden. You say, why are you going to Olive Garden if you're on Atkins? It's like, oh my God, pasta. But, they had chicken. They still do. So I'm like not feeling real great anyway. And so the bread basket comes to the table. And here's my husband with the bread basket. And I wanted to take that breadstick and just go pow, right between his eyes, you know. And here I am. He goes, eat a breadstick. I said, no, not going to eat a breadstick, no. I'm going to lose this weight, no. I'm not going to eat a breadstick. And there he was. And he didn't stop. I mean, because I felt bad, he just kept eating it. And I was like, so he was like really on me. He was like, eat a darn breadstick, you crap. Eat a breadstick. No. I couldn't take it any longer, so I picked up that breadstick and I must put it in my mouth like a sword swallower. Down the hatch it went. And I was like, that was the end of my, and I felt better because I felt mentally I was depriving myself. I wasn't, but I'm used to breads and pastas, so I felt like I was depriving myself. So that didn't work for me. So that was the end of my Atkins journey. And so that's the thing you have to think about when you're dieting. You know, what works for you? Is it long term? I mean, yeah, it's great, you know, if you can maintain it and it works for you, that's just amazing. I'm amazed at that. And I agree, cutting carbs, you know, because, you know, you wear your carbs on your butt. I mean, let's face it, you don't wear them on your boobs, and you don't wear them, you know, where you want them. You wear them usually in the thighs and the butt. At least women do. Men wear them in their stomach. You know, that and alcohol, which I could never figure out because there's really no fat in alcohol, but, you know, I guess it's carbs. I don't know. I'm not a scientist and I don't know all the chemicals and everything that goes into things, but I know that I had an aunt who was probably 90 pounds and 85 of it was in her stomach because she drank beer from the time she got up till the time she went to bed. So go figure. So alcohol probably distributes your weight someplace where you don't want it. You know, but you know, there's a lot of gimmicks out there. There's a lot of diets out there for everybody, and people write diet books in hopes that you'll buy it because we make them rich. I mean, all the gimmicks in the diet books out there, and they all work. I mean, I know you don't want to hear that, but they all work. I mean, Weight Watchers work, South Beach works, Atkins work. I mean, listen to the reviews, read the reviews, and most of the reviews are like, oh, it changed my life forever. And it probably did, but you read them and then you know it didn't work for you, and then you feel like I'm such a failure. Look at, you know, Myrtle on this review. It's like changed her life. I mean, she met like 14 men on Match because she lost weight on Atkins, and you're like, oh, such a failure. Forget it. Wipe the slate clean. You're not a failure. It's just not for you. I mean, let's face it. You just have to find what kind of a person you are. If you're a busy person and you're on the go, you can't prepare a lot of foods today. You want to, you know, but we can't. We just can't prepare them like we would like to. So you just got to find what you like to eat, enjoy what you like to eat, and if it's a health issue, you follow the regimen of your doctor and you eat that. If it's not a health issue and you want to just lose weight, then find what works for you. Find out if you're motivated and you're organized person, you know, then a diet that you have to count calories and you have to, you know, write down your points and you have to do all that stuff will work great for you. I mean, if you're that kind of a person, if you're unorganized, if you're a couch potato and you just get on the phone and you order a pizza and have it delivered and you're sitting on the couch, you know, that's not going to work for you. I mean, it's not going to work for you long term. So you got to go inside and find out what works for you and do it. And do it in portion sizes, because I have many things in the book, and one of them too is to listen to your body. You have to listen when you eat. You have to listen to how you feel after you ate that. How did you feel? How did that particular food that you just ate make you feel? I remember I always ate bacon and eggs and hash browns and toast and coffee for breakfast, and I remember like feeling just so nauseous all the time after I ate, and I thought, what is that? And then I started paying attention to what I ate. Sometimes combinations of food don't agree with you. I mean, Suzanne Summers wrote a book once, I think, I can't remember it, I had it, and it made a lot of sense, but it was like combinations of food sometimes for an individual didn't make you feel good. It's, you know, but you don't know that until you listen and listen to how your body feels. Listen to if you're nauseous after you eat. Maybe your eyes itch because you ate something that's pretty, but it had red dyes in it. I don't know. They make all this fancy food today. So, you know, you just got to pay attention to what you eat, how you felt after you eat it. And if you ate too much, obviously your portion control stinks. So the best part in the old days, the only ways that they had were counting calories. And that seems to be about where you're at today. And the best thing is, and I wish I could just sit here and read you my whole book because it's very interesting. But I'll just show you something because this is the best thing you could do for yourself. This is the best diet in the world right here. And it's all about portion control. You see, you have a plate, and of course, get yourself a smaller plate. Don't get the big, you know, platter out and put your food on that. The smaller the plate, the more food you'll think you're eating. But your salads and with your low-cal dressing should be the majority of your plate. Your veggies and starch, if you can see that, and your meats. And this is portion control. This is what you should eat. Here, not the whole plate of pasta and then your salads over here and your veggie plates over here. This is like your whole plate. And if you stick to, listen to your body, throw away the gimmicks, eat the foods that you like, eat the foods that maybe are prescribed for you, so to speak, by a controlled diet due to your illness or something. Stick to that and do portions. It's better to eat portions or small meals every day and be healthy. You know how you feel after you sit down to a big meal. You feel stuffed, you feel like bloated, and you think, why did I do that? You know, okay, well, you can do it once in a while. It's not going to hurt you. If you grab a McDonald's once in a while, it's not going to kill you. Unless you have a cholesterol or some problem, then you got to really watch. But you need to just listen to how your body feels after you eat something, do portion controls, and eat the food that you like, that you know you can do long term, not for, you know, Aunt Tilly's birthday party, you know, so she doesn't think you're walking in, you know, with busting through her door. So you just pay attention to what types of food. Make a list this week. Make that part of, you know, the homework until the next video. Make a list of all the foods that you like, that you cook every day, and things that you cook for your family. You don't want to be one of those dieters who you have to cook for yourself a certain food, and then your family's going to eat something else that you're going to be cooking. That's not going to happen. Trust me, I did that, and it was horrible. I was like preparing all this food for me, and then I had to prepare something else for my family. That's not going to happen. That doesn't work. So you got to find foods that are tasty to your family, something that your kids will eat, and prepare them for the whole family. And healthy foods, healthy choices, because I can tell you that obesity in children is out of control. And for every obese child, you'll find maybe an obese parent or somebody that cooks. They don't get that way unless somebody cooks for them that kind of food and allows them to pick all the time and eat all the time. It's never too young to start a child on a healthy eating program. It not only benefits you as their parents who want to be around for them to grow up, it gives them better eating habits themselves, because kids today, stopping at McDonald's for a 12-piece chicken nugget is okay once in a while, but you can't get away with that forever. You're teaching your kids bad habits, and they're bad habits for you. Because if your child is overweight, I bet you maybe the parents are overweight. Sometimes not. I mean, there are exceptions to every rule. Sometimes kids just eat out. They go out, on their own, especially teenagers. You can't control some of what they're eating. But growing up, you can control what they eat. So that's the first section of this. I have many things. I have things on sugar highs and how to get on an eating program for you, and what steps for organized to take and unorganized, and before you go on any eating program, I don't care what it is, get a checkup by your doctor. Make sure that you're healthy. If your cholesterol's up or something, he might want you to try a different diet program to help lower your cholesterol. Whatever it is, follow the doctor's orders first. That's primary. And then have a great eating, lifetime, long-term eating habits, and control yourself, and you'll feel much better inside knowing that you've eaten healthy. Like today, I walked in the park a few miles, and I feel like a new woman. It was just great. So do things that you like to do, and please don't forget to drink the water. I have a whole chapter in here on drinking the water. Drinking the water is like, it's so important. I hate to say this, but it's like drinking the water to me is like flushing your toilet. It's like you got to flush your toilet to clean it out, to let everything go down the drain. To me, that's water. If you drink enough water, you're mixing everything up so it can come smooth sailing out and clean yourself out. Water is the key. I don't know if all that water that they tell you to drink is the key, but 2-3 bottles, even small bottles of water a day, is really great. It's not so great when you're older because you got to get up and down all night long, but you got to take the good with the bad in life. What's more beneficial. I choose to drink the water, and your skin looks better with a lot of water. So that's my trying to find the right diet for you and some tips, and I will be back next time with some more tips. Stay tuned. Thanks for tuning in, and you guys can get up now from the floor and go about your business. Yeah, I've got wine in the other room. Oh, no wine. We're dieting. Water. Go right there, water. See you guys. Bye.